Hello guys, how you guys doing today? So ngayon, I'm just gonna talk about isa sa mga pinakaayokong policy ni Duterte sa kanyang drug war, which is shoot to kill. So, siguro marami sa inyo nakita yung news na si Duterte is arrested by ICC. Okay, and he is on a plane to Netherlands, I think. So, eto, papakita ko lang yung news sandali and I'm gonna give you my opinion dun sa drug war and shoot to kill na sinabi niya dati.
Of the Philippines, Rodrigo Duterte, is on a plane on his way to The Hague, according to his lawyer. Duterte was taken into custody by police in Manila earlier today, acting on an arrest warrant issued by the International Criminal Court. Now, the ICC alleges Duterte committed crimes against humanity in his brutal crackdown on drugs that killed thousands of Filipinos during his 6-year presidency. Well, in a video shot after he was detained, he claimed the arrest was illegal. Well, let's bring in Richard Heydarian, who is a podcaster, lecturer, and the author of The Rise of Duterte. Richard, you have an enormous amount of experience in covering Duterte. Just let's start with these charges and exactly what he is accused of doing, and then we'll just get more of a sense about Duterte as the man from you after that. Let's start with these charges, if you will. What do we understand?
Well, first of all, it's good to be back. I think the last time we had a conversation, I just had returned from a visit or meeting with President Duterte when he was at the height of his power. So it's quite a turn of events. Well, as far as the cases are concerned, these are very robust cases. We're talking about people who are at the heart of the darkness of his death squads and alleged extrajudicial killings, now testifying or have been testifying to the International Criminal Court. One was Mr. Las Cañas. Another one was Mr. Matobato, who recently made it, I think, to Europe to provide direct evidence to ICC. We had multiple communications by multiple groups in civil society groups, also opposition leaders like Senator Trillanes, who provided overwhelming evidence that there was something systematically wrong with Duterte's drug war, meaning that what you had there was not a real drug war based on due process, but actually extrajudicial killings whereby death squads, mercenaries, and some would even say members of the Philippine National Police kind of cladding themselves and then doing some really, really dark and bloody things during night. So Manila turned into kind of a killing fields, really. If you look at it, you're looking at 20, 30,000 Filipino. You're looking at hundreds of children like Kion de los Santos. I mean, there's so many of them that it's really hard for us to cope with the enormity of this human rights catastrophe. So to be honest, despite that the gravity of the crisis, the fact that Sara Duterte, his daughter, became the vice president, the fact that
Okay, so dyan lang muna. Ito nga, yung isa sa mga pinakayaw kong policy ni Duterte is itong shoot to kill. When he had that drug war, when he was the president. So, kasi if you look at it, that is the cheapest solution to the problem. Okay? Ito nga, papakita ko yung sinabi niya. Isa sa mga sinabi niya, marami siyang sinabi. Okay, hold on. Tingnan ko kung pwedeng lakihan to. Okay. Ito sinabi niya. Sinabi niya to 2016. Yung mga adik ho diyan, kayo na lang ho ang pumatay. Kung anak niya, ikaw ang pumatay. Kung anak niya ang adik, kayo ang pumatay. Para hindi masyadong masakit para sa mga magulang niya. Nagbabala siya. Dadating talaga yan, mamamatay yan. So ito nga yung problema sa drug war ni ex-President Duterte is itong shoot to kill. Why? 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 So pag nagda-drugs ba ang isang tao, automatic death sentence na kaagad yun dapat. Wala na bang pag-asa? There's no more hope pag nag-drugs ang tao. Now, it is true na maraming crime ang nangyayari sa mga taong nagda-drugs. It is true na yun nga, na there's a lot of crime sa mga city na matataas ang drugs. Ang mga drug user, ang drug dealer, all of that. Pero, bakit death sentence, like shoot to kill, bakit ganon kaagad? Bakit hindi mo na lang hanapin yung operation ng mga kung saan nila ginagawa yung drugs, tapos why don't you patumbahin yun? O bakit hindi mo na lang i-rehab sila? Or ito pa, most drug users came from broken families. Ito, hindi ko maintindihan sa iyo, Duterte. Okay? Bakit? Okay, hindi mo sinasabi, okay, na be a responsible parent. Ha? Bakit hindi mo sinasabi yun? Because if you are a responsible parent, you will teach your children properly. You will teach them not to do drugs. Okay, let's say, for example, okay, worst case, tinuruan mo sila ng tama. Okay? Tinuruan mo yung mga anak mo ng tama and nag-drugs. As a parent, can you stop them? Can you remind them na wag kang mag-drugs? Especially kung nasa sa isang bahay kayo. Can you reason with them? As a parent, can you reason with them? So sino to stop a drug user? Sino ba ang first? Sino ang first person na it's the family. It's the family. Okay? So, if the family is involved, hindi naman automatic pag involved ang family mo, like you're gonna stop doing drugs. Ang sinasabi ko lang, tumataas ang chance. Tumataas ang chance. And the only one who really can stop you from doing drugs is yourself. Pero pag yung mga yung family mo is involved, tapos walang, if it's yung kung if you put down their base of operation, tumataas ang chance, okay, na hindi magda-drugs ang isang tao. Yun lang, yung mga paraan na yun, tumataas ang chance na hindi sila mag-drugs. Okay? Bakit hindi mo yun ginawa? Bakit shoot to kill? Bakit ganun? So pag nagdi-drugs ba ang isang tao, everything is hopeless. Wala nang pag-asa, wala na. Ganun ba? Because they can't stop doing drugs. Posible yon. Tapos sabi niya pa dito, dadating talaga yan, mamamatay yan. Okay. Mamamatay yan, di ba? Why are you making it? Why are you making it sooner kung mamamatay yan? Don't you want people to live longer as long as they could? Kaya nga ito yung sinasabi niya eh. May nabasa ko. Sabi to ni Duterte sabi niya, your concern is human rights. My concern is human lives. Sabi ni Duterte yun, my concern, if you're concerned about all the Filipinos out there, bakit mong pag nagda-drugs gusto mong shoot to kill? If you are, and yung mga pinapatay, yung mga namamatay, okay? They are mostly, hindi mostly, marami sa kanila younger. Okay, younger. And ano ba ang hope ng Pilipinas? Young people. Young people. That's the hope of the Philippines. Young people. A healthy country, okay, ganito kasi yan eh, a healthy country will have a lot of younger people. A lot of younger people. Okay. To replace the older people. Eh kung marami nang problema sa Pilipinas, marami nang namamatay sa sakit, sa cancer, o iba-ibang sakit, aksidente. Tapos, pinapatay mo pa sila lalo. Now, who's gonna replace the older generation? Kung ganon. Okay? Kasi may nabasa akong article na 12,000 daw yung namatay. Yun daw. Pero even kahit kalahati, even 6,000 nang namatay, that's still bad. So, ito yung pinakaayaw kong policy ni Duterte. Itong shoot to kill. Pag nagda-drugs ka. If you're a drug user, shoot to kill them. Kasi maraming nagpo-protekta dito. I don't understand why you are protecting this policy. Maling-mali ito eh, in all angles. So, yep. Yun lang naman. So, thanks for watching. You guys take care of your family and have a good day. I'm peacing out.